my blade don't curve, would you still love me? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still?
What is up, my fellow hip hop heads and music lovers in general? My name is G-Benz and welcome back to my channel where every Friday and weekend I keep you updated on some of the new stuff that's be coming out for albums. This is not the second upload for today, the second review I got to do today, so let's get right to it. For this video, I'm going to be talking about the new Yelawolf album. Yes, another Yelawolf album. So it's the second Yelawolf album that came out this year. That's pretty fucking crazy in my opinion. But yes, it is a Yelawolf's sixth studio album, and the album is called Ghetto, Cowboy, which I'm pretty sure we can all fucking tell Yelawolf. Nah, I'm just fucking kidding. So yeah, Yelawolf has been pretty fucking busy. For those of you that don't remember, earlier this year in March, his fifth studio album called Trunk Music 3 came out, which was a pretty dope one. I think his best album since Love Story. And Trunk Music 3 was also the last album that he drummed under Shady Records before he went on to be an independent artist in his own label called Slum American. And now Ghetto Cowboy is his first studio album to be released as an independent artist under Slum American, and is a pretty it's very different. It is not your typical Yelawolf album, in my opinion. And also, not to mention, Yelawolf was also in a movie recently. I don't know if you guys saw it. The movie is called The Peanut Butter Falcon. It was an indie film, has fucking Shia LaBeouf in it, as I think Dakota, I forgot what her name was, but something Dakota, and a Yelawolf is actually in it too. He's one of the main villains. So yeah, props to you, bro. You've been fucking like grinding this whole year. But yeah, as I was saying, Ghetto Cowboy is not your typical Yelawolf album. It has a lot of different aspects to it. What I will say though is that this does sound a lot like the old school type of like a Yelawolf style. Like to anybody that was a fan of Creekwater, this is like this exactly is how it kind of sounds like. So, yeah. For those of you that been missing the old Yelawolf, say no more, because Ghetto Cowboy is everything you fucking wanted. But like I said, there are a few different aspects to it. Even though he still has that sort of like rock and like country and like rap mixed together, it has a lot of different aspects to it that actually like makes it quite enjoyable. I'm kind of glad that Yelawolf has like full creative freedom at this time for his like albums. Which I'm not saying he didn't have any creative freedom under Shady Records. Like I'm pretty sure he, like anyone under Shady, can like do whatever the fuck they wanted in any albums that they do. But I'm pretty sure that Yelawolf just wanted to like spread his wings and like make a name for himself, which is like has like there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just glad that he like finally like started to like make some changes, like probably the changes that he always wanted, and like started experimenting with stuff that I'm pretty sure he always wanted to experiment with. So first of all, if you're looking for like a hardcore, like a very hardcore like Yelawolf rap album, then that's not what you're gonna get, because the production value in this one is a lot more chill. It's a lot more acoustic. I would say that there's a lot of like acoustic like guitar players. Obviously there are a few songs that they do have a bit of like that like rap beat, like hardcore rap element to it, but for the most part, it's more like acoustic sounds, and it's like a more like chill sort of like soulful vibe this time. And also, if you also go into this album expecting a fucking like hardcore like Yelawolf style, like if you want hardcore Yelawolf, like him like rapping all hardcore and him like being aggressive and whatnot, then that's not what you're gonna get either, because he mostly sings throughout the whole album. Yes, that's right, sings. He works on his singing voice the whole time. And to be honest, he sounds pretty fucking great. And well, in my opinion, I think he's gotten a lot more better. Like his singing voice back in Love Story and back in Trial by Fire was freaking amazing too. But I feel like he definitely has like improved a lot more in Ghetto Cowboy. So yeah, I really appreciate his singing voice. So Yelawolf pretty much like takes a lot of pride in Alabama. For those of you that don't know, if there's one thing that you will always hear in Yelawolf's albums is him, like always like showing that he is proud to be from Alabama. Which I know. It's kind of weird. For those of you that don't know that like haven't even heard of Yelawolf and is now hearing me saying that yes, he's a rapper from Alabama. He's a white rapper from Alabama. Yes, I know it's pretty fucking like weird to think about that because like when you think of Alabama, you don't really think of like of like rapping and whatnot. Um, but he's a pretty dope rapper. He pretty much like shows that side of hip hop that nobody like really like thinks about. That nobody would ever think of like thinking about when it comes to Alabama to hip hop. I'm sorry. When you think about hip hop, you probably would think of like the West Coast, the East Coast, maybe a little bit of the Midwest. You know, uh, you think of like of like New York, Cali, probably Chicago. I know Chicago and even Atlanta. Those are like really like popular cities when it comes to the whole like hip hop vibe. But when it comes to Alabama, y'all don't really like think about that. And so Yelawolf is kind of like kind of I want to say like an anti rap, but he's like an alternative like part of rap because he talks about a lot of shit that you wouldn't hear like any other like rapper talk about. First of all, like you will never hear a rapper like any other rapper like in the mainstream, talk about being country rich and whatnot, driving like big ass trucks and whatnot, having to like being out in the countryside pretty much. It's what Yellow Wolf talks about, like what it was like to be in the countryside. But he also talks about like what he experiences because like a lot of people like assume that just because Yellow Wolf was from Alabama, or is from Alabama, they think that he isn't really like that tough, that he like grew up with like privilege and whatnot. But you'd be surprised to like hear like the kind of stories that Yellow Wolf had to go through because he grew up poor most of the times. He grew up around a very dangerous place. I think the first intro, the first track in the album is an intro called Mama Wolf, where I guess is his mom talking about what she had to do, like whatever it took to like survive, not only for herself but for her kids. And I personally wouldn't want to fuck with Yellow Wolf's mom, and I personally wouldn't want to fuck with Yellow Wolf. He like I'm pretty sure like he could like fucking shoot somebody if he really wanted to. He is definitely about his shit, and his family's definitely about his shit. So yeah, he like grew up a lot around a lot of violence. It shaped to who he is now. So he may seem calm and civil at some points, but I'm pretty sure if you fuck with him and like push the right buttons, then you either get a punch to the face or probably get shot. Like I don't know. Um, but overall the album was like pretty dope. He has a seventh installment of the Box Chevy song series. Box Chevy 5-7 is on this one. Which personally is a pretty dope one. I personally think that Box Chevy 7 is like the best one so far. So yeah, props to you, Yellow Wolf. And props to you for being vulnerable on this one. Props to you for like just going back to your roots. Like he went back to the roots that like got him famous in the first place, and kind of mixed it with a bit of like the new kind of Yellow Wolf that you've been hearing. So like I said, he mostly sings instead of rapping. It's a more acoustic sort of vibe, and it's just a really good album in general. Now personally, I don't think the Ghetto Cowboy is as good as Trunk Music 3. I think Trunk Music 3 is like his best shit since Love Story, but I did end up enjoying this one a lot more, and I just can't wait to see what else Yellow Wolf does next in Slow American. I don't know if he's like gonna be signing some people. If he does, I hope he fucking like signs some pretty dope people. So yeah, just excited to see what the future holds for Yellow Wolf. I'm pretty sure he is gonna be able to hold it down. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I had to say. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram down below. As always, leave me for requests. Go ahead and follow Yellow Wolf on Instagram down below. His new album, Ghetto Cowboy, is out now. Go listen to it if you haven't already. I think my favorite track on the album is probably a song called Here I Am, because that song is a mix of some calm shit to like Yellow Wolf just goes fucking in it. It's like a fucking System of a Down song, like System of a Down like be like getting all calm and whatnot, like like kind of like chill, and then at some points the system of a down just goes fucking like hard, like that's pretty much what this like song reminds me of, and it's the reason why I like it. So yeah, and with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell down below, all that good stuff, so you don't miss a single notification from me whatsoever. And don't forget to stay happy.
Premium gas, so fucking heated with cash. I sprayed the ceiling with Louis, gave the ceiling a bath. Oh, you can't.